What is up, YouTube? Team Kuribandit here, and in today's video, guys, we have another deck profile of my best friend, that Ghostrick guy. In today's video, guys, he's going to be doing a Ghostrick deck profile. Let's get right into it.
Okay, then. So, starting off with the monsters, I run 3 Mary. Must be the best Ghostrick card in the entire set. When you take damage, you just set a Ghostrick monster from the deck. It sets up a lot of searching and just plussing. Then you run 3 Lantern. Lantern, what it does is that it just negates attacks, and then whenever a Ghostrick monster is targeted by an attack, or when you're attacked directly, you just set it, negate the attack. It's really good. And then it's a level 1, so you can go into double hand. On Jack Frost, you run Jack Frost just because with the field spell on field, they're probably just going to be attacking you directly because you want all your cards set. So then Jack Frost negates the attacks and sets their monster, and then if you have Knight, you know, they can't use the monster anymore. 2 Spectre. I don't run this at 3 because it can get cloggy. Like if you're reverting to just top decking, then Spectre won't do you any good because you're probably not gonna have any Ghostrick monsters on field. So then what ends up happening is that whenever a Ghostrick monster is destroyed by any means, except like by your own, if your opponent destroys it, you special summon it and set it, and then you get a draw card. Then I play 3 Jiangshi. Jiangshi, what it does is that when it's flip face up, you get to search for a Ghostrick card equal to the number of Ghostricks you control. So if you only have that on field, you get to search for a level 1. So pretty much you get to search for hand traps considerably because all the level 1s are hand traps. And then play 2 Doll. People run this at 1, but I run it at 2 because what it does is that when it's flip face up, you set everything during the end phase. And then if you have Knight on field, it just ruins their plays and everything like that. And then I play 2 Stein. It's the strongest Ghostrick in the entire archetype. When it inflicts battle damage, you get to search for spell traps. So it gets, you know, your field spells, which is really the only only spells you're supposed to run. Then I play 2 Mummy. Mummy isn't that good, but it's good to have just because if you're going to go into a rank 3 play, because you normal that if you have a Ghostrick already on field, and then you normal summon another monster, and you get to go into anything. It doesn't have to be a level 3. It could just be any Ghostrick monster. And then I play 2 Crane Crane. Crane Crane's really good in this deck just because it gets just recycle or bring out any of your Ghostrick monsters that are still in your graveyard. You can use this to go into a lot of rank 3s if you have a level 3 in your graveyard, or you can just bring out anything and set it and then get pluses next turn. Then I play 1 Ghoul just for the power boost, and this, you can't play the deck without Ghoul, it's just too good. You play 1 Skeleton because Skeleton just ruins your opponent's drawing because it banishes the top card of their deck face down, and due to that, they don't know if they lost the card that they need or if they lost the card that they don't need. Werewolf, you only run this just for the damage. It can help you and, you know, just burn your opponent for game. It can do that, but at the same time, that's probably not going to happen very often. 1 Witch, it's just, you run it at 1 just because it flips your opponent's cards face down, and it can mess them up sometimes. Just, it's there when you need it. You don't always need it, though. That wraps it up for the monsters. Onto the traps, I play Triple Scare. Scare is good because when your opponent enters battle phase, you can just flip all their monsters face down and chain Knight. Knight will mess them up a lot, and then Scare also, when their monsters are flipped face up, you still get searches, so you get searches and you mess up your opponent. 2 Vanish, just in case if they run like anything that just pops their, if it pops your monsters, you just do this, reveals a card in your hand and negates, or it doesn't negate it, but it just makes it so your Ghostricks aren't affected. Break, when a Ghostrick monster is destroyed, special 2 from the graveyard, it's very good. Go around, it just messes with your opponent's monsters, because like they try to attack, and then you just flip it face down. 1 Night, so they can't flip summon, it just entirely ruins them, because it just kills their board. Quaking, when they attack you directly, set all their monsters, chain Knight, whatever you want to do, just it's good. Warning, because I don't have Strike, and Warning's just good for anything. Onto the spells, I play 1 Museum. No one really runs Museum, but it can be good because it flips their monsters face down. So, if Knight's on field, they attack, they pretty much can't use that monster anymore. Mansion, just because you take less damage and just it's good if you take less damage when they're attacking directly. Parade, your opponent takes no damage. I think that's the only downside to this card. Of where when your opponent deals damage to you, you just get to search for a Ghostrick card. Any card. It can be spell or trap. And then onto the extra deck. So I run 3 Dullahan. Half your opponent's monsters attack. When it goes to the graveyard, you get to add a Ghostrick monster from your graveyard to your hand. I play 1 So Cute Boss. It's good if you have a lot of cards on field because then the attack really stacks up. Because its effect is that when it you can detach 1, target a monster your opponent controls with less attack than combined attack of all Ghostrick monsters you control and destroy it. So that can really add up. Then you play triple Alucard to pop back row because this deck just doesn't want to see any of your opponent's back row. Then I play 1 Nightmare Shark because it's Nightmare Shark. You can make it really easily and just stuff like that. Then you run this just because Crane. You can go into this pop back row if you just don't have any Alucards or you just don't want to waste them. And 3 Mischief just because it's super broken. You know, you could search for any spell or trap. That's the deck profile. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, leave a like. And if you didn't, leave a dislike. And we'll try to improve.
And please subscribe to our channel. Please look forward to more deck profiles, box openings, and so much more. Thank you, guys.